This video is an overview of the BCLN SMS2, the student management system. We had built a bunch of reference materials. Lynn Hadfield had built a lot of materials onto the BCLN website just for reference for people getting going on it, but it was pointed out to us that there are still some districts out there who didn't really get what the SMS was all about and why it was popular and all that kind of stuff. So this video is just an overview of some of the benefits of the SMS and then just an overview of what it does in a little bit of detail. So the BCLN SMS system, or we've been calling it SMS2, because it's the second generation of a system that we all collaboratively designed and built a number of BC's distance learning programs. And basically, when Bill 33 was introduced and school districts started to build a bunch of DL programs, it became kind of obvious to most programs that keeping track of all those students coming from various locations and keeping all their staff informed about the progress and what was going on with each student, it was a bit crazy. And so districts had different color folders and trying to get them from school to school and trying to figure out how to keep track of those from outside of the district or those from other schools. And so, it was basically the potential was for staff to get totally buried in trying to keep track of what was all going on with all of this, especially with the audit requirements were quite particular. And so keeping track of everything was quite a daunting task. And so basically, online schools, I guess we looked for a technology solution to all of this craziness. And so let's just summarize some of the reasons that districts have invested and built this program and are busy using it. Number one, just a way to give students quick and efficient entry into your courses. To allow staff to keep track of all the incoming students along with their documentation and status. So that's the office staff, benefits quite a lot from it. It also allows teachers to easily manage their student loads and focus, more on teaching. It allows the admin to keep track of all the student progress as well as the teacher loads and course trends, what's happening in each course this year and which students are coming from which schools and all that kind of stuff. And one of the important ones is it does allow counselors at your local schools to keep track of all those online students from within their schools, making sure they're still in a grad plan, making sure that their progress doesn't fall too far behind and all that kind of stuff. And also it ensures the appropriate documentation, which we all need for audits. So it just makes your day-to-day life go a lot easier. And then should an audit come up, it's not quite so much of a scramble either because everything is time-stamped and documented and all that kind of stuff all automatically for you. So the SMS1 started off small and slowly evolved as people came up with ideas for little features that would save time and stuff like that. So Office came up with ideas and teachers and admin, and we just added little features as we went along. And a program that's based strictly on bits of feedback coming in over a number of years makes for a really user-friendly system, and programs are really happy with all the features. But there's also a downside to that, is that when you evolve code that way, little features at a time over a number of years, it makes for kind of a mess. So we had great programmers involved, but over time when you pass along what you need to them that way, you end up with not as stable of a program as what you'd like. In other words, it comes to a point where you have all the features you want, and you turn around and look at it and say, okay, it's nice, but now let's make it really robust. And in the future, as we make adjustments or Moodle updates or anything like that, we don't run into little glitches in the system. So that could easily be managed by just taking the features that we know we want now. It's plateaued and we come pretty stable on features. We could just rewrite the entire program again, start from scratch, and just started off totally clean, knowing what the end result would look like, and that would make a really nice, stable system. Kind of expensive, kind of time-consuming, but there was enough interest in the SMS, and it was saving people enough time that we deemed it as a good goal for BCLN. So the reasons why we headed to SMS2, number one, we knew the main features that we wanted right from the start this time. We could revisit a way to more easily distribute new versions. In other words, there's modern technology out there, Docker, that would make it, pretty transparent to systems out there, that you could update the SMS and allow them to just quickly update it in the background, and nobody knows the difference. And so there was some neat technology that we thought we could benefit from, much like what we did with a lot of the courses. Is now we can update worksheets and nobody even knows that they've been updated, but they're always getting improved stuff. We figured we could do that with the SMS. 3, we knew that MyEdBC was going to be the one that was kind of the future in BC, for better or for worse. But being able to sync with that efficiently seemed like something we could work into the system, and we have. We could include the features that support districts that run DL, distance learning, and blended learning on the same Moodle site. In other words, blended learning becoming more popular, and people being able to run it all on one site, so it's easy for students, one place to log in, one account, from their point of view, everything's all transparent. So the SMS was designed so it could keep track of all your DL students on that server, and ignore all the courses that were not DL but were BL. And so from a student point of view, nice and easy, and with the right technology. From a teacher and DL program point of view, nice and easy as well. And so it was designed with that in mind. And also we could make it a lot more modern. That one was built over quite a number of years, and technology changes pretty quick. And so we could make it mobile friendly, and just the layout could be done a lot nicer.